What is cooking, all you good-looking people out there? And welcome to the first episode of Pro Plays. Now, today we are going to be starting the World Tour, and for you guys that want to follow along, we are going to be playing this all on Expert. Now, if you guys are going to be playing on Expert, what you need to do is you need to have at least unlocked Superstar Showdown. Now, I would suggest that it's a good idea to actually play all these levels here on either easy, medium, or hard, preferably hard, and get all the way to the end until you see this Ages unlock at 165, because I believe that to get 165 stars, you need to have played most of the levels on Expert. I guess you can have played some on Expert and some on hard, but this is the first thing that you need to have played on Expert to unlock. And I haven't unlocked everything. As you can see in the top corner over here, I've got 125 stars. So there's still a few things that we're going to unlock on the way, like this one. And I think there's something at 140 stars we're also going to be unlocking. I think it's a console mod. But anyways, for you guys following along, we are going to be doing the very first level of the game on Expert. So there's a few things about doing this. You're going to click on Expert, and we have to choose the characters. And now if you guys see the stats over here, it's very important, and on these first levels, the key is having high speed and high boost, not as much acceleration and handling, especially because the levels are easier. They've got big wide bends. We don't need to worry so much about drifting into the edges. Later on, we're going to need to worry about acceleration and handling, but now we don't need to. And I found a trick myself. You see, Shadow, he's got a speed of 4 and a boost of 4, and you've got acceleration and handling. And if I click on that character, I can activate a console mod, and it'll get me speed and boost of 5. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, an interesting thing is if you don't have the console mod unlocked, you just go to a character, click on that console mod, and then click B, and then go to the other character you want, and it's just like if you've got the console mod. Alright, so now we're going to get into the level, and hopefully, I'll win. At the beginning of the map, it's very important to press the throttle on the 3, the 2, the 1, and the go. Now, I didn't execute it that well that time, but it is something that'll give you a very big boost off the start. Drifting is key in this game type. Well, not as much game type as much as this difficulty, because all your enemies are going to be going very fast, and drifting and getting as much boost as possible is very important, especially on the character we've chosen. Now, I've chosen the character of Shadow to play this map because it's got very, very wide corners. That way I shouldn't need to worry too much about handling, but obviously the fact that I have low acceleration is going to be a problem. If I get hit by an item or I run into a side like I just did, my acceleration is going to be low and I'm going to be at a disadvantage. After getting hit by an item like that, there's not much I can do other than drift and try and get back into the game. Now, this game is very item driven, which means that items can make the difference between winning and losing. And that's something some people might not like, but it does add an element of fun, especially in multiplayer where you're going to be playing against other people. Items can be key. Now, you got to drift around these things because, again, I do not want to be hit. Oh, I've got an enemy behind me, and I didn't shoot that bufferfish behind me in time. That would have been something that it could have stopped it. Oh, and I got very lucky. I didn't even see what item that was, but I got an item and I shot it behind me as fast as I could, thinking maybe I could hit that remote-controlled car and get it not to injure me. And that is actually what happened. Oh, yes. This is the item I wanted. All-Star. All-Star makes you go extremely fast and gives you an extreme boost, something that can be a huge advantage. Alright. Oh, but we've hit the side. Can we keep up? We just saw a branching path, and I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up our place here. We've just got hit by a tornado, and can we keep the first place? I don't know. Yes, we can. First place. That was a very close finish, and those items made the difference between success and failure. So, that was like my 10th attempt at that. Man, that was difficult. So, as you guys saw, you just saw that one attempt. You just saw the successful attempt, because that's something that I am going to try and do in this game. I am not going to, on this playthrough actually, I'm not going to show you the failed attempts that came before. I am just going to show you the winning attempt, and maybe I'll have a little counter that'll say like 10th attempt, 11th attempt. I don't really know how many that was. That was a long time, but I just want to show you the victories, so you can use this kind of as a tutorial. Alright, there you go. 4 stars on Expert. Now we get to the next one. You have to always look up here, beat your rival to the finish line to see what kind of game type it is. It's a race, and we want to go pick Shadow. With speed, acceleration, boost, we want to do the exact same characters. You can check out what map it is if you're familiar with the maps by looking at the name. It's at Canyon Carnage. So we're just going to go right in there. You know what? On second thought, I am going to pick Tails, because I know that this upcoming map is going to be very difficult with Shadow because of his handling skill. Now Tails has less speed, less boost, but he's got a lot of acceleration and handling. And look at that all-star. That's very nice. That's something that we definitely want. So, we're Tails now, which I believe is a very, very powerful character with a console mod. Now, alright, so we are going to try the boosting technique again. We didn't get a boost that time, which is too bad. But we've got a lot of time to catch up with these guys, because this is a long map, my friends. There is 3 sections to this map. The first section is driving. The second section is driving and boating. And the third section is driving and flying. Now, it's very important on this map to be able to get as many boosts as possible to catch up to the enemy. And I've been doing, frankly, a piss poor job at that so far. You gotta drift as much as possible, even on parts of the map that look relatively straight. You can tell how much you're gonna boost by looking at your tail lights. If there's like red fire pretty much shooting out from them, you know that you are doing you know that you will get a boost from the drift. And as you can see, there's red, and if I wait a little bit more, it should turn purple. And that indicates, oh yes, got a sweet drift coming about. Alright, and you don't get a boost if you just see the yellow. If you see it yellow, let it mellow. Alright, so now we are on lap number 2. We just got hit, just for fun, right off the bat, which isn't too good. But we are going to enter, well, there's actually a little bit more driving to go ahead. Pudding, come on, Pudding, we don't like you that much. Alright, we gotta drift around the corner. Alright, we gotta drift, woo! And we always hit that rock side. Too bad. Now we are gonna turn to the boating section. You can tell when you're gonna turn into another type of vehicle by looking at the edges there. At like that ring that's around. If you see that ring, you know that you are entering a section that is either flying or driving, and if you look ahead, you can pretty much tell. Alright, so we just did some sweet tricks by pressing up on the right analog stick. Alright, so we got All-Star. All-Star is really great when you're a boat, because when you're a boat, you're pretty much at your slowest. And All-Star is a pretty steady speed, so it's going to be very good for you. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead and start the final lap. We are in 4th place. Oof, but we just got hit. The 3 people in front of us, we can see them, and they're not that far ahead. We're going to try and utilize this speed. No, we won't have time. Because if you saw there was a meter on the back of our car, when that reaches red, our engine's overheating, and we are going to slow down and skid out pretty much. What we want to do to avoid that is we want to press A and do a big sort of area of effect blast. That way, we don't get that negative effect I was just talking about. It doesn't slow us down to do the area of effect blast, and we might be able to hit someone if they're close to us. But there's no one close enough to us that we could take advantage of that. Now we are very close to Knuckles, so we are going to try and win. Drifting is going to be very important here. Oh, alright, yeah, alright, we got Knuckles. We are in 1st place. Let's see if we can hold on to it. This is very important. Let's shoot that backwards, and I did it. Did I do it? I don't know. This is very tight. 1st, yes. We did 1st. So there you go. There's the 2nd map. Woo! Event complete. We did that on Expert. Very good. A lot of tries it took me to do that one. I even had to change characters because I realized shortly through that I was playing it with Shadow in the beginning, and that just wasn't working out. So we're going to continue here. Nice. That is our 2nd map played. So then we go through this gate, which we've already unlocked long ago. and we enter a drift challenge. Now, drift challenge, what you want to do is you want to drift through a whole bunch of gates. Now, to make time. Now, handling should be very important with this. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Football Manager and go to handling. Actually, I'm gonna click balance. So we've got handling, we've got 4. I'm looking for someone with handling that maybe 5. Back, and then I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna look at the characters. Oh, look at that handling on Tails. My God, that is some pretty awesome handling. Let's try Tails out for this. All right. Oh. Well, you know what? We're still gonna try Tails because he's got 5 at handling. Somehow went down. That's too bad. I guess that gives you like a preview of what it would be if we got the balance mod for Tails. We got a boost start, which is great, and we are entering the drift mode. All right. So for drift mode, we want to make it through all of this, and we get extra time. We're gonna want to get through all of these gates. All right, drifting, yes, okay, get all that extra time. Okay, so now we've got 10 seconds left, and you get extra time only by drifting. So that's why you want to make sure your time stays up. All right, we got to get right through the middle here. Oh, that wasn't so good, and we're losing some time here. Okay, we've got 4 gates left. That should be possible. Alright, now we are going to drift through this one over here. Alright, so we used our boost there just to make sure we could catch up because next gate is a long way away. And oh, that could spell the end for us on this run, folks. I failed. Oh, and we've only got 5 seconds left. Okay, 3 seconds. Finish. Wow, that was pretty easy. Event complete. So, drifting. Make sure you pick a handling character because that was my first try. Some events are very hard, like the races. Some events are pretty easy, like the drift challenges. Make sure you pick a character that is good at handling for that. And that's all the advice I have for this first episode. Hopefully, as it goes on, I can give you guys a little bit more advice. But that should cover the first 3 races. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 races for every episode. So every episode is going to be 3 races long. So we got the first 3 races. There you go. 4, 4, and 4. Now next up will be these 3 races up here in the next episode. But anyways, see you guys next time. This has been Ather saying, stay good looking. Aw yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one. Bye.